You think that I'm afraid, but I don't break. I heard you question my stability. You think I'll fall just like a guillotine, but I am here to stay. Won't look away. The storm is coming, so you better start running. No, you can't control, feel it in my bones. I'm coming for the, coming for the. I'm coming for the throne. I'm coming for the throne. So you wanna be my enemy? You should've known I'd never kiss the rain. Ice runs in my veins, won't play it safe. I don't belong with your nobility. Who died and made you king of anything? You think that I'm insane? It's your mistake. Kingdoms rise and fall. I've come to take it all. I'll take it. I've come to take it. Kingdoms rise and fall. I've come to take it all. I'll take it all. The storm is coming, so you better start running. No, you can't control, feel it in my bones. I'm coming for the, coming for the. I'm coming for the throne. I'm coming for the throne.
Bet you never know. Say we have the power, but there's things we touch the road. Tell them say we ready, clip them and the cut she load. Shoulda know say we no regular, anything we ready for. Bet you never know, bet you never know. Nah go take no talk, I beg no pardon, that's for sure. Bet you never know, bet you never know. How we are like the badness, we are like the globe. Bet you never know. Bet you never know. How we are like the badness, we are like the globe. Bet you never know. Say we have the power, but there's things we touch the road. Tell them say we ready, clip them and the cut she load. Shoulda know say we no regular, anything we ready for. Bet you never know, bet you never know. Nah go take no talk, I beg no pardon, that's for sure. Bet you never know, bet you never know. How we are Bet you never know. Bet you never know. We are like the badness. We are like the globe.
Change what you wanted. I wish that I could change what you wanted. I wish that I could change what you wanted. I wish that I could change what you wanted. I wish that I could change what you wanted. I wish that I could change what you wanted. I wish that I could change what you wanted. I wish that I could change what you wanted. Why we always looking for more? Why we always looking for more? stay. I want you to stay. I want you to stay.
Some days there's no one else who loves me like you used to. Some days I'm not myself. There's no one I can turn to. All the feelings that we shared are in the past. Your relationships are never meant to last. All the feelings that we shared are in the past. Your relationships are never meant to last. It might take some time, but I'll be alright. I'm moving on, I'm moving on. I know times are tough, but I've had enough. I'm moving on, I'm moving on. Moving on.
Stand up,
solid, not falling apart. Things never not okay when you were mine. You used to be honest, not pulling my heartstrings. Every other day you change your mind. Cause when you're high, you call me like I'm lonely. Some kind of little toy for you to wind up when you land in bed and feeling lonely. I'm tired of being deployed like that. Getting busier and busier, so disorientated. First you want me, then you're busy. Girl, it's not that complicated. Got me tied up in a leash and running, going round, round. You got me running in a circle. I'm just trying to find my way back to you. What happened to us? Round in a circle. Back where I started, I'm stuck in like glue. You keep me on a loop. I'm just trying to find my way back to you. What happened to us? Round in a circle. Back where I started, I'm stuck in like glue. You keep me on loop. I used to respect you, thought I was enough. Yeah, feels like half a century ago. Cause you keep coming back after telling me off, without even feeling sorry between goodbye and hello again. Thought we could grow again, how about no again, again and again. I'm trying to tell you we can't be friends, struggling to comprehend that we broke up and ended again and again and again and again. Busier and busier, so disorientated. First you want me, then you're busy. Girl, it's not that complicated. Got me tied up in a leash and running, round. You got me running in a circle. I'm just trying to find my way back to you. What happened to us? Round in a circle. Back where I started, I'm stuck in like glue. You keep me on a loop. I'm just trying to find my way back to you. What happened to us? Round in a circle. Back where I started, I'm stuck in like glue. You keep me on loop. Yeah, when you're high, you call me like I'm lonely. Some kind of little toy for you to wind up when you're lying in bed and feeling lonely. I'm tired of being deployed like all I am to you is a pet. You think you own me. I'm nothing but a boy for you to wind up when you wanna pretend to get to know me. You got me running in a circle. I'm just trying to find my way back to you. What happened to us? Round in a circle. Back where I started, I'm stuck in like glue. You keep me on a loop. I'm just trying to find my way back to you. What happened to us? Round in a circle. Back where I started, I'm stuck in like glue. You keep me on loop.
Well, hello, and welcome everyone onto the Domino Esports broadcast. Of course, broadcasting here, just me alone here tonight on the play-by-play broadcaster production. Everything for me on Mighty Rye. So welcome everyone to the year. It's a new year, by the way. I totally forgot to change the year title. In fact, I didn't even notice about the year title until just now. But after a little bit of a conversation here on the current lobby between Domino, GC, and of course Nightmare. I believe I also have an old picture of Nightmare. I mean, when I looked at the website, it was actually like the same logo, but I think they have a different logo. It's just the M. I did not even notice that only until Bitfix is following me on Twitter. Thank you so much, Bitfix, and awesome to know that there was like this merger between the two groups, and I really like that, because Bitfix, or at least like many other orgs, right, there's like a lot of great people, those that share passion, those that share dedication, and Nightmare was just one of those that I actually casted for in in their Division 2, and to even see them in Division 1 in Atelia, I mean, that is just progress, that is just progress. And Bitfix, even though they don't have a name for Division 1, it's under Nightmare, they are still two great orgs working together on this and putting together a roster. And on this roster, we had Sad Cat, we have Envy and Regret. I remember Envy and Regret, by the way. Remember them. Remember Glamorous, Poro Void, Momo, and Teraba is probably like I think Teraba I've also casted. Honestly, like, my memory is a bit fuzzy after like knowing a few thousand people at a time, not a few thousand in Europe for me, but I do both Europe and NA content and broadcasting, so it is definitely a little bit different there. But anyways, we also just like to see just some of the changes here. It absolutely like it absolutely is a combination here with Nightmare, but when you think of Nightmare Division 1 Telia, don't forget to think about Bitfix as well. So two great organizations colliding into one. Domino Esports at the moment here, it is it's kind of, I'm not really sure how it is to keep the same roster from one year to the other, but it's going to be a little bit of a different roster here at the Telialigaen for Domino Esports. We still have Pride in the background. We have Zoronic. I'm not sure if Zoronic is here. I don't see him unless he's a different name. Vero, Olin is awesome, by the way. I mean, I can't even believe Olin is even on this like roster to see here. But it's absolutely great to see Olin in this roster, because then now even tonight we get to see how Olin plays, absolutely plays here. Skeeve Mid and Style, I believe that's Style name. Agony, Sadis, Coin Flip. I don't even know who Coin Flip is, but I believe Coin Flip is gonna be playing. Vero is playing, by the way. Vero's playing. Olin is playing. I don't know who Pow PW is, actually. Yeah, I don't know who Pow BW is. Wait. I don't know which one spectate. And he left. No, don't loot. Which one spectate? Pride submitted the draft law. Unless he actually sent it to me on Discord. Let me check here. No, he didn't send it to me on Discord. But I'll just ask the lobby which one is spectate and which one is not spectate. Let me see here. Okay. So, I believe we get to see what is that? Why is it so small? Hold on. What in the world is this? Okay, so Domino Esports are on the right side for those of you that saw. What in the world happened here? All right, I'm just gonna do a fresh one. I'm not really sure what happened there. Just gonna do a fresh one. Oh, I think I'm gonna use this one actually. Not like perfect, but okay. Hold on. Okay. All right. All right. All right. Let's do this. Let's do this. We're good. We're good. Telialigaen 2023 spring season round 1. Beginning of round 1 here. Nightmare is on the blue side, you know, and then Domino GC is on the red. So I'm not really sure who chooses sides. I mean, this has been like a real mystery to me for the past, like, you know, 3 years, but you know, we're in this all together here. We are just definitely waiting to see where the action is going to be growing. We're going to continue to go on with the drafts here. Caitlyn and Callista, you know, obviously first pick priority for Nightmare for the Caitlyn. Caitlyn has been quite annoying, especially if you, you know, put the Caitlyn right next to another ranged champion. Doesn't really mean that you're gonna win all the time, but it just, you know, the setup in that kind of way just makes your bot lane strong. So, you know, you instantly just get a strong side for the bot lane, which in turn could make it even easier to break through the mid, or even, you know, while bot lane is just kind of securely powerful, you can focus more on the top or on the Rift Heralds. You can also just get potentially free dragons. You know, it's, you know, to get a strong bot lane, you're just really setting up for all these type of priorities, and also the loosening up on the tensions for bot, because bot lane can get a little bit wild since it is a 2v2 lane. So, you know, junglers, they have pretty good opportunities to pick any kind of bruiser or some kind of tanky champion that can quickly intervene, and also kind of just set up so easy to, you know, to gank, because they are also going to be lower level since it is the 2v2 lane. So being a higher level and then being a pretty much a champion that most of the times, no matter where the scaling goes, an AD carry will not be able to handle. But either way, for Domino GC, Callista, Nautilus, that is honestly such a very, very hard thing to think about as to, hey, do we go for any potential dives? Do we want to go for 3v2s in that kind of lane? I feel like Callista will still have a little bit of an issue though, because the Ashe just sets up a permanent slow per auto attack, which is going to be, you know, probably the most ideal thing. But there is a little bit of fear though, because you also don't want to get caught up into Nautilus dredge lines and into his auto attacks, because then Callista will get some free auto attacks herself, and then those Ren stacks are just going to be kind of, you know, something that you're going to very much worry about, that you don't want stacking a little too much on. So I believe the bot lane could be secured as to potentially, like, both sides have threats, so it's a equalizer, or it just neutralizes that, you know, Nightmare will not have it their way when it comes down to being the Caitlyn on, you know, just the Caitlyn being on the blue side. Sir Braun, left side choose, need to pick a side pre 24-hour before game. And what's the announcement though? Like, is it set up on the website too, Sir Braum, as to where, you know, the side selection is done, or is it on Discord? You know, because obviously, right, when you get like your side selections, there's gonna definitely be around the same hour to you know, to kind of present, like, or to tell the other side, this is the side we're going to start off with, so that way at the same time when a choice is made, both sides are also started to make their strategy, right? Because then, you know, it gives Domino a whole 24 hours to know that they're playing red, and then Nightmare be like, oh, you guys are playing red? Well, okay, well, you know, we're playing right now at this minute. So let me know, Sir Braun, and also welcome to Domino Esports broadcast. I believe it's your first time here, so awesome to see you. Awesome to see, you know, Febru XD. Oh man. Well, whatever. First time chatters, first time viewers. You know, welcome, Domino Esports. I'm pretty sure you guys are all going to enjoy this, because this is the Not really the start of round one of the Telia. Some of the games have already been played on Tuesday. This one was postponed until today, but now we're here, we're ready to go. I believe this is probably the only game in Telia that is being played. There's no way your first time viewer, Brarg. Oh, there's no way, but maybe no, yeah, you have a couple of chats going. Oh, Mazo TTV, welcome back, by the way. How was your year, Mazo TTV? You know, you can get back on me with that one, but I just saw Zoe lock in with yeah, there was a potential Cassidy, I'm not gonna lie. And delivery service. Much love to you, my man. Oh man, yeah, right, you're not first time chatter. I know. But yeah, it was actually kind of open to a Zoe pick, but yeah, it's really just closed off. And I mean, open to a Cassidy pick, but it's really just closed off to a Zoe. And I'm not sure if there is an equal argument as to which one's better. You know, like what do you call it? Like Cassidy or Zoe. I actually kind of like Zoe a little bit more than Cassidy. I mean, I'm all in for ending games early, right? Cassidy can still end the game, or at least the start of this game or series, early too. But Cassidy is still a scaling champion, to say. So it's really just like about, you know, how well a Cassidy can do in the early game. You know, there is a Cassio, and Cassio kind of, you know, gets a pretty good slow onto Cassidy if you're not careful with that miasma. And also, you know, there is quite a few of crowd control that is actually a little bit counter against Cassidy too, because, you know, there's a snare from the twisted advance. Bramble smash can also be a stun, but I think if you spam your keyboard as Cassidy, you can still get the rift walk even after the twisted advance. And then there's the Ash Arrow, there's Caitlyn traps, there's I think Miasma also blocks you from using your Cassidy and ultimate, so you're not going to be able to rift walk if you're standing on top of it. And then there's also the Petrifying Gaze. Ornhorn, I probably, you know, the Call of the Forge God. If I was Cassidy, I would never be worried about that. I mean, come on, like, you could see that thing coming. You know, maybe you won't be able to you know, react to the incoming. But the ongoing, you know, you can easily. You can react to that easily. So there's a little bit of crowd control that can stop Cassidy, much like how, you know, and you gotta be thinking about it this way too, right? Like if it was like an Echo or something like that, Echo doesn't do great against, you know, setups or compositions where you're just gonna get snared for the entire day, because then you can't use Chrono Break, and Chrono Break is one of those big Echo abilities to be able to not only you know, create the safety, but also it's life-saving. It's definitely life-saving. It's a good setup as well. It's kind of like, you know, the cheaper or cheapest version of Zanya's that you could think of. Of course, Zanya's as an extra is actually really good, because if you're snared, you can hit the Zanya's and you can waste all the snares and you can just pop your ultimate, which coincidentally, you know, in the timing of the Zanya's and for how long it lasts for, you can also proc the Chrono Break, you know, right on top of targets that are just going to take damage. But of course, we don't have Echo. We have Zoe. We have Jax. We have Olaf. You know, it is going to be just a pretty good, you know, game here. I do want to know who Ozdal is. Ozdal. You know, Domino GC, is that Skeeve? Because I know Skeeve is an AD carry, right? I know Skeeve's an AD carry. I know Zoronic is a mid laner, but we got Vero. Retired Coin Flip. I know Coin Flip is a support. Wait, I believe Skeeve is an AD carry, right? Where's Skeeve? Oh, it is him. It is him. Okay, okay. Skeeve and Style. I believe it's Skeeve and Style. Let me know if I'm wrong, because it is in a different language. I only know like 2 languages, unfortunately. But maybe someday, you know, I'll be able to put in some work into learning a new language, because learning new languages will never be a limit to a human person. But you know, it still takes like a lot of time. But anyways, now I guess we just unveil the summoner spells here for today. Ghost and Smite for Olin. I really like that. It's kind of like the double cleanse is kind of wow. I'm not 100% sure if I would be on board with double cleanse, because I feel like you get so much early game advantage. Cleanse probably won't matter too much, but it's honestly better safe than sorry, because I think the biggest thing for cleanse would be the Nature's Grasp. So if things don't go your way in the early game, Nature's Grasp will be one of those abilities right next to, you know, being Ash Arrowed or getting hit by a Petrifying Gaze to, you know, get rid of, because there is a much easier way to get rid of this Nature's Grasp though. Olin can just eat it with the Ragnarok and create a passage for, you know, all the carries. Tanks don't have to care about it too much because they got the tenacity, they got the resistance. Maokai most likely will be an AP champion, so that instant well, it's not too much of an instant root, but that big, you know, wall of roots can do a lot of damage. So yeah, I can see the cleanse being absolutely useful here. Zoe will have a pretty good like secondary she would never get the teleport. She would just get a second flash. But anyways, we're gonna be right back. Don't go anywhere. See you all soon for for game number 1 for this round 1 versus Nightmare. We'll see you all soon.
Oh yeah. Are we talking about losing control? I'm gonna show you how we lose control, baby. Watch this. Look, Marty Mark. Watch the way I start up. I've been going hard, but I can go way harder. Every beat I'm on, yeah, you know that I slaughter. And I'm always looking gorgeous, chilling with somebody's daughter. Yeah, she loving me. Say she love the way my chain sit and contemplate. And of course it says my name if you wanna wait. To let you know who's finna blow. Always win and check the scope. I'm only losing control. Oh. I like losing control. I get high when I'm feeling my flow.
Okay, so totally forgot. It does take a while to load up the game application, but anyways, we're here, we're live, we're ready to go. Game number 1. Once again, for those of you that are just tuning in, game 1, we only just started. And we don't have any kind of end anywhere close. I don't know what's up with these things, man. I don't know why they move. Poro refillable start.
Minions have spawned.
Oh, Banderas. Oh, I just noticed who commented. Welcome, Banderas. And JP Cooper, welcome again as well. Oh man, I love when there's like so many familiar faces that join in on the broadcast, because you guys are all awesome. Like, really. Oh, JP Cooper just gifted a tier 1 sub to Banderas. I love it. I love it. JP Cooper, thank you so much for that, man. You know, and JP, hopefully you've been having a great year so far. I know it's the start of the year. And hopefully you had a great even last year too. You know? We're all recently just coming out of holidays, huh? Like, we had a couple of holidays, you know, but all that month is gone now. All that there is, though, is that I like how JP Cooper is showing love this early. I mean, it's not even Valentine's Day, but he's doing it now. So thank you for your love, JP. And Tom Kick is here. What's up, Tom Kick? Oh man, so many familiar faces. It is something. It is something here. It's actually very special too, you know. But we do absolutely see a bit of that kind of early game presence that Domino Esports are pushing onto. I mean, this is something that you kind of will notice though on red side drafts. I believe most of the times, but not all the time. JP Cooper again. Oh my goodness, JP Cooper with another secondary sub on to Tom Kick. Obviously, you know, it's very appreciated for that generosity from you. And then for Kading, what, for Kading even got a gift? You guys are on fire right now with 3 gifts on the first broadcast here for Domino Esports, as that is Pow PW onto Chief Portal. That was a nice solo kill there. Very the refillable potions definitely did not help. That is the unfortunate thing that I could say though. But right back at it from the teleport. Pow PW probably in a little bit of trouble, but he will be able to get out of safety and go into the next recall. That is not the replay. I'm gonna have to check my replays, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, that was unfortunate. We don't get a Pow PW replay. Oh man, I know. Things like this happen, but I believe I just troubleshoot the issue. So if there's anything other exciting things that happen on the screen, we will be able to capture it. We'll be able to replay it. But definitely, you know, Pow PW catching Chief Portal, building an item. I think he was trying to get the relic shield as soon as possible, and it did. You know, all that did was just kind of maybe caught him a little bit window shopping. So, because when you're doing that, you could potentially be taking away some of the focus in the lane. So Pow PW honestly just took advantage of that. And another anonymous gifted sub. So thank you, whoever it is that is gifting anonymously on the chat. Much love to you, Doc Rash, and of course for getting those gifted subs. So it is awesome. It is amazing how supportive you all are, even if you are anonymous out there for a little bit. For a little while, you know. But in this case here, I mean, first blood, extra gold, and actually this is honestly the toughest lane to give extra gold to when it comes down to Jax. Because once again, like as I mentioned before in the drafting phase, is that you want your bot lane to be the dominant side, of course, when you're blue side drafting. So your weaker side is obviously going to be top. But this is just top lane being at the weaker state this early into the game, just 5 minutes in. But here comes the gank from Glamoris, and Pow PW is going to try to pick up the kill on the trade, but will not be able to happen, unfortunately, there, as Poro will be able to get the flash out of there in time. But it was very, very close. Now Sadcav with the roam will be able to catch on to Olin. Olin already popping to go, so this is going to be Sadcav taking in a lot of damage, but he does have flash. There's no current heals being available here, as I think Vero should be able to capture onto this one. Nice Sleepy Bubble Troll to stop Glamours from the attacks here, but TTV still big trouble. We'll be able to get one trade, and across that one, it's Envy and Regret. He's going to be able to pick up one on the other side as Retired Cornflip comes in with the roam, but he's going to be taken out here shortly, and Nightmare with a double kill for Glamoris will be taking up the bigger end of that trade. A nice trade here. 4 kills to 3 now in about 6 minutes into this game. Very, very happy results here for Nightmare. And I bet Bitfix are just popping the champagne. But don't pop it a little too early, though. I mean, this is still game 1 in this best of 3. But a glimpse at their replay once again. You know, Vero comes in. I didn't even see the Casio. Envy and Regret getting that early roam. So absolutely, I think if Envy and Regret did not roam, they would have actually came up a little bit short-ended there. Not that they would lose like any kind of value. I think they were still at least going to equally trade out, but definitely, you know, they went over the value, but by the 1 kill. But now Olin peeking down around the bot side. Here comes a run from Vero. Now Os Dal trying to get the reach, but immediately Teruba and Sandcav just retreating under the tower. They're not going to give any kind of advantages here, and Sadcav is going to be walking towards the bush, but he doesn't volley the check, so there's going to be a lot of damage, and he's down. V-Rob with the Sleepy Bubble Trouble. Olin throwing him down the axis. I mean, I gotta take this guy to one of those Texas like roadhouse where we throw axes from a distance and just hitting a target, because that was clearly on target there. But Vero just getting the max range, or as max range as possible with the paddle stars, as he continues to land these Sleepy Bubble Troubles. And I think this run from Envy and Regret will put the stop to Domino Esports trying to continue on this push here. But Envy and Regret going back to the top. Some XP is being lost by Vero by overextending his stay in the bot side. So I'm not really sure what Domino Esports are really going to be doing here, but seems like they're going to potentially get another pick. Faith Call is going to come through. There goes the knockup. The auto attack by Coin Flip. Sleepy Bubble Trouble again, but there's some minions. But the minions get cleared off to be able to hit that battle star without any kind of minion block interrupted. Domino Esports, they're continuing this kind of aggression. They're not going to let go. V-Rob is still missing out some on the XP, but it looks like he does not even care. As Sandcav still under the tower, another Sleepy Bubble Trouble. It's coming through. Paddle Star is not yet available, but the heal is rented out here for V-Rob as he picks it up from his passive. And a dragon gets taken over. 4 kills in a trade of nothing, with the dragon being the main priority, and V-Rob can't seem to miss these Sleepy Bubble Troubles. Take this guy bowling, I would say. Absolutely beautiful performance here. I'm a little bit sad though at the volley. You know, no check on that bush. Volley, no check, and V-Rob unstoppable. I can't even keep up with this guy. This guy is just literally playing at his own pace, at his own level, and it is you know, it is definitely exciting to even see just how much of like one of the things that could have happened though was that Domino Esports overstaying in the bot side, just not really getting anything. But now it's just 4-8. There's already a 3,800 gold lead in between, you know, Nightmare and Domino. So it's just gonna be a much harder thing to, you know, try to get a reverse going here for Nightmare, but it's still very possible though. It is not done yet, but V-Rob is very strong, being 6-1, and look at this Coin Flip just coming in with the stuns. He's gonna take up the tower, but maybe one too many. But Coin flip actually did not get any kind of auto attack, so no credit for Chief Poro due to the execution on that tower. And I want to do this replay here just really quick if possible, but I think there is going to be some kind of competition here for the Rift Herald. We're going to take a quick look here. Direct to cam is great, but I just want to see what's going on in the jungle. Actually, let's take a quick visit at this, you know, vision here as well. So not really much to tell, but Glamorous has absolutely walked in, and I think he's not going to be able to walk out. The face call is going to come in, and Ozdel having the damage. The ghost is going to be used by Glamorous, and Glamorous trying to walk out alive. Oh my goodness, that damage from Vero. Absolutely devastating. And he has Prowler's Claw. Oh my gosh. Okay, hooked by, you know, retired coin flip. And continuous tower diving from Domino. But most importantly, 6-1 Zoe with a Luden's Echo with the Sorcerer's Shoes. You know, this is crazy. This is just crazy. And Facating in chat, yo, welcome Facating, welcome. Hopefully you've been having a great day so far. Envy and Regret though taking an early nap this evening as the Sleepy Bubble Trouble still being on top of its main targets here by Vero. But Pow has to be very careful. Vero, I think he's about to get shut down, but he's gonna put to sleep again on another target. Paddle Sword still hurt for a lot. Portal jumps are very useful to be able to extend the damage, while also I think it's still, yeah, you can still die. But Call of the Forge God Vero doesn't care. He honestly just gave a 900 gold shutdown though, so I'm not feeling too good about that one. That was a little bit over excitement there by Vero. Vero just wants to show everyone in chat, everyone in the you know, Telialigaen scene that, hey, you know, this is nothing. Giving you 900 gold is nothing to me. That's what he's doing. He's flexing, you know. He's being the real king. Like, real kings don't care about how much you gain because they're just gonna gain even more. But 900 gold still, you know, puts them at the around the same deficit as they started since about a few minutes ago for Nightmare. Domino Esports are now 6,000 gold ahead, so still they have troubles. Nature's Grass immediately going to be coming down here. Sleepy Bubble Trouble, Glamorous, and I like that little bit of a wait there. Glamorous was dead, could have gone over to Vero, but Vero obviously, you know, puts down the damage enough for, you know, Pow to be able to get the kill. He's now 4-1, pretty strong here as the Jax. But I think we're going to see a dive here onto Chief Portal because you do have a Callista. These rend stacks are going to come in quite quickly. But look at this. The, you know, charge in by Olen. Fate's Call saving the support that is taking those tower damage there. Oh, no. Oh, no. Don't do this to him. Vero, as the axe over the wall, gets a clean finish. Vero did majority of the damage. He did 99% of it. But of course, 99% means you're not dead. You walk out of there with a little bit of health, but that's where the axe comes along. More and more chaos here by Domino. They have springed the, you know, the advantage clearly. As for how much pressure are they gonna really be, you know, putting on? I mean, we can honestly say they're gonna look to win, like when it really comes down to it, you know. Like by that I mean this could potentially be like an 18 or 19 minute game. We just got to see what happens in the next like 3 to 5 minutes. That can happen. But look at this, just Pow with damage. It is insane, and he's almost getting it. Oh, that is so whatever. We'll get it next time, right? I guess that's what Powell would say to his team. But it's still a win though, because they're throwing out the Ornn. The Ornn wants levels, and he's not going to be getting levels because he is going to be basing. Dredgeline's going to miss, but it still brings him closer to his target by hitting the terrain. And a slap amount of damage by Vero with those battle stars. And Coinflip has absolutely done amazing on these tower dives. I'm actually super surprised he'd even go for the steel cap boots, but no Sleepy Bubble Trouble paddle star instantly deleted by Vero on to Sandcav. Sandcav has no way of surviving that. He has no items that's giving him any extra HP, but he's also in the dual lane that, you know, puts him at a lower HP base because he doesn't get those level scaling as much. But now it's just continuous aggression here once again. Ooh, whoa, that Battlestar. I mean, that Sleepy Bow Trouble again, just almost there. Ash Arrow. Oh, nice snipe. But that's where that cleanse comes in. Now Vero still looking, but can't find anything yet. I believe they don't even have vision of this. Let me check. Yeah, they don't have vision, so they're kind of just trying to snipe in the darkness. But I believe the Sleepy Bubble Trouble does provide vision if it hits the target. And even if it does, you can still kind of, you know, guesstimate where the target will be if they fall asleep. Nice dredge line at the end of the steering charge. Nice dredge line at the end of that steering charge. If you did it in between, steering charge gives you immunity so you don't get grabbed onto. So he does it at the end. But Osdale just getting a little bit poked on there, and it was actually very risky too, because, you know, there's quite a bit of lockdown. Most importantly, the slow from the Ashe, the volleys, the auto attacks, anything and everything in between. You know, even though Nightmare is behind, they still have an insane amount of crowd control that you do not want to mess with and you do not want to overstep on. So Osdale definitely barely got out of there, you know. But so far, Powell seems to be the only one on the Rift. Everyone else on Domino GC has just restarted. Extended blast cone, flashes are coming through. Another Ash Arrow on point by Sandcav, and a shutdown going over to Glamorous, which is actually unfortunate there because, you know, you definitely want to give it to the Casio. Envy and Regret is not really put behind, but everyone's just so far ahead on Domino that it's making it seem that way. But now the Rift Herald gets stolen away. Fade's call into the back line. Call the Forge God, depth charge. Everything's just being put out here by Domino. It's getting a little bit hard to just keep track of it all. But you can even tell the health bars who's left. It is Domino GC on the upper end of this fight. And also with the steal of the Rift Herald. First ace of the game for Domino, as they are gonna crunch down on the numbers. It is only 18 minutes into the game here, but with the second Rift Herald and the death timers, it is gonna be a summon, I believe, for this inhibitor and possibly even for those Nexus towers. We're gonna see if they're gonna go ahead and overcommit onto this if they want to. They're already opening up on that inhib. They're gonna continue on with the press. They could even stop after the inhib take. But look at this, Osdale forward, damage from Vrox, quick shot from the Ash Arrow. Vero is just completely out of position and is gonna be pinned to a corner as he shut down once again. Osdale's gonna pick up another one, but I think Nightmare are gonna clean this up. Shut down for Glamour, second one in this game for him, and a first kill for Envy and Regret, as once again, Domino Esports maybe could have pulled away from that one, but they are so far ahead, they don't even care. Man, that was some crazy stuff. Like, okay, so Nightmare pretty much pulled out everything, but once again, this huge lead, the items, no Ash Arrow, by the way, it was used earlier, but it was not wasted for sure, because they did take down onto Pal. So they had a little bit of that numbers advantage, but Virov also has numbers advantage on his scoreboard, on his KDA. 11, 3, and 5. Ash Arrow out again, but it's in the middle of the Counter-Strike. Glamour's taking up a lot of damage. Here comes that ace in the hole. Nice slam from the Bramble Smash. Pal looking for the execution there, but Glamour takes the blast cone away. So really nice done by Glamours to keep himself alive. But it's still so much resources and so much focus that Nightmare has to really put out here to be able to even go face to face with Domino. But now we're gonna see start of the Baron buff, and Vero's gonna go down. Let's face it, he's not gonna get Baron buff. Oh, he takes Glamours with him though, so that's a trade of 1-for-1. Dragon is now up and available, but they haven't started that yet, so that means that this is going to be enough time for the transition here for Domino. 3,000 health on the Dragon, 1,800. Domino just does not care. They're going to say bye-bye, Dragon. We're going to go for this win. Baron buff, making it very much harder for Nightmare to do anything about this. It's a bit more damage onto the team that they already have, and now they are on charge on top of this Nexus Tower. It's not halfway HP yet, and there's the momentum from the super minion, but seems like Nightmare still is able to clear these minion waves, even though they are buffed with the Baron. But that's the power of the Cassio, though. Cassio could definitely burn these HPs down quite nicely, quite quickly, while also still making that protective lair. But Paul now just kind of walking a mist here as he can, because his team is still on the Summoner's Rift. None of them has taken the recall even after the Baron. Pal could take his recall because he does have teleport ready, but still separating the team here. Nightmare, it's gonna be tough for them. If Vero gets a nice landing here, there goes, oh, the Sleepy Bo3 was on top of Chief Portal, and he's gonna be going down. Now Pao is gonna get the thumbs up from the other side that this is gonna be a good dive here. No one's gonna be able to help Glamorous. Pao's gonna take the kill. He's taking up too many tower shots though, as he will go down and trade, but he does have teleport when he comes back. We're going to see the rest of the pusher on the top side. Minions are coming in fresh for this push on with the Baron buff that still is alive for another minute and 20, or another minute and 10, sorry. Inhibitor in danger, but cannot be protected here by the leftover members of Nightmare, as Sandcap finally comes back alive. Not like he could, not like he could revive himself a lot quicker unless you have Action or something, but either way, liking the rotation here. Pal does not have teleport. I thought he did. That's kind of weird. Thought he did. So no teleport from Pal. But Khan the Forge God interrupts 2 of the recalls. But Vero, look at that pressure, that damage. Osdale though is going to get engaged on. Searing Charge onto the Volcanic Eruption, so the knockup is there, and Osdale is going to get hit by the slow. He's going to be forced to fight. He will take one down with him, but Vero is still in big trouble. But it seems like it's going to be a split end on the chase here, as Coin Flip is going to get chased down. But across the wall, here comes Pal taking the blast code. He's looking for some of the targets here, as Vero will get the nice snipe, and Olin has now joined in, but he's still across the wall. But he's looking to just block some of these exits. And now Sandcap trap goes down, but the Ragnarok puts Olin immortal, invincible, unstoppable, as they continue to just show that dominance across here by Domino GC, clearing up the second ace, and they don't even care about the bot inhibitor tower no more, or even the bot inhib, because we've already taken our advantages onto 2 already. Top still pouring in supers. Mid cannot, because the inhib is up and available, but Chief Portal only one to defend. Glamours is back alive. Vero is obviously so low on HP, anything can kill him, but the Ash Arrow is going to hit on top of Coin Flip. Coin Flip looking to be the main target. No mana on him, low HP. Olin, no Ragnarok to be able to escape. Ghost is on cooldown, trying to walk out of there. He puts up the shield, and he barely gets away from that chase from Nightmare. It was so close to take him down, but you got to ask the bigger question. Would have that mattered? As this Nexus is open, we're going to see the clear win here by Domino, as they are going to clean it up, and that is going to be game 1 to them. And we are going to go to game 2 with Domino taking a very, very nice game one on this series. Oh man, that was insane. That was insane. I honestly just can't believe how well that all played out. But now for Nightmare, I gotta really thank you for Nightmare as well. I mean, not that they're not capable of thinking. They are obviously, you know, thinking about the next game. I just kind of want to put myself in their situation as to what it is that they're going to be doing, because I like theory crafting. You know, theory crafting is always so fun, and I think that is the funnest thing about, you know, being in competitive league, is that you're able to just kind of, you know, you got to find weaknesses in what Domino, you know, did or maybe could have done, but it is kind of just in that process of, all right, well, if you look at the map presence, right, every single lane from Domino was just pushed in. So if it's like that, then we gotta have some winning lanes. You know what I mean? So if every lane is being pushed in, then we gotta lose some lanes, right? Building a weaker side may not be like, you know, may not be that way, but it's gonna feel like that every game, to be honest, right? You're always gonna have a weaker side. It's all about the sides that you want to have the strengths on, and for what reasons, and for how you want to, you know, execute. Because I felt like ganks were pretty hard, because I don't think I saw Glamours ganking as much. I think what happened was Glamours could not gank. Tower diving was happening very frequently, and Glamours wasn't there, so that means maybe the Maokai pick was just a little bit too slow in the jungle, or even just easily bullied, because, you know, the Olaf just does so much against the Maokai in the 1v1 and that kind of turn. So you know, maybe they're gonna just figure out, like, you know, we gotta work on maybe 1 or 2 lanes, but definitely help out our jungler, because, you know, they just couldn't not get any kind of counter going on, you know, because the Maokai was just the kit on the Maokai just wasn't all that good enough. You could leave saplings behind, but I feel like Olaf just doesn't care, right? Because he kind of wants to take some of the damage, so that way he gets that extra lifesteal and attack speed, which is where that Olaf really thrives. And Maokai doesn't have any good, like, consistent damage. He's more of a burst champion, so if his burst doesn't kill you, like, the consistency of his auto attacks will not. So, you know, it's just rock paper scissors at that point. But anyways, we're gonna be right back. Thank you all once again for joining us. A lot of familiar faces out there. I see Glamorous too. Glamorous and Poor Void. Glamorous, you did great, my man. Can't wait to see what you guys do or bring on to game number 2. Obviously, game 1 at the moment here is history. Skog joined us here. So has, you know, Zoophobius. Oh man, you guys make me so happy, just always coming back to watch. But anyways, let's all be much happier to get into game 2. So we're gonna be right back. Don't go anywhere. See you all on our break for game 2. Domino Esports trying to continue on this push here, but Emmy regret going back to the top. Some XP is being lost by Vero by overextending his stay in the bot side, so I'm not really sure what Domino Esports are really going to be doing here, but seems like they're going to potentially get another pick. Faith Call is going to come through. There goes the knockup. The auto attack by Coin Flip. Sleepy Bowl trouble again, but there's some minions, but the minions get cleared off to be able to hit that pick. 6,000 gold ahead, so still they have troubles. Nature's Grass immediately going to be coming down here. Sleepy Bow Trouble, Glamorous, and I like that little bit of a wait there. Glamorous was dead. Could have gone over to Vero, but Vero obviously, you know, puts down the damage enough for Pow Pow to be able to get the kill. He's now 4-1. Pretty strong here as the Jax. But I think we're going to see a dive here onto Chief Portal because you do have a Callista. These Rend stacks are going to come in quite quickly. But look at this. The, charge in by Olen. Faith Call saving the support that is taking those tower damage there. Oh, no. Oh, no. Don't do this to him. Vero, as the axe over the wall, gets the clean finish. Vero did majority of the damage. Domino GC has just restarted. Extended blast cone, flashes are coming through. Another ash arrow on point by Sandcab, and a shutdown going over to Glamorous, which is actually unfortunate there because you definitely want to give it to the Casio. Envy and Regret is not really put behind, but everyone's just so far ahead on Domino that it's making it seem that way. But now the Rift Herald gets stolen away. Fade's call into the back line. Call the Forge God, depth charge. Everything's just being put out here by Domino. It's getting a little bit hard to just keep track of it all. But you can even tell the health bars who's left. It is Domino GC on the upper end of this fight. And also with the steal of the Rift Herald. First ace of the game. But look at this. Osdale forward. Damage from V-Rox. Quick shot from the Ash Arrow. Vero is just completely out of position and is going to be pinned to a corner as he's shut down once again. Osdale's going to pick up another one, but I think Nightmare are going to clean this up. Shut down for Glamour. Second one in this game for him. And a first kill for Envy and Regret as once again, Macaw the Force God interrupts two of the recalls. But Vero, look at that pressure, that damage. Osdale, though, is going to get engaged on. Searing charge onto the volcanic eruption, so the knockup is there, and Osdale is going to get hit by the slow. He's going to be forced to fight. He will take one down with him, but Vero is still in big trouble. But it seems like it's going to be a split end on the chase here. His coin flip is going to get chased down, but across the wall, here comes Pow, taking the blast cone. He's looking for some of the targets here as Vero will get the nice knife, and Olen has now joined in, but he's still across the wall, but he's looking to just block some of these exits. And now Sandcab trap goes down, but the Ragnarok puts Olen immortal, invincible, unstoppable as they continue to just show that dominance across. Pouring in supers. Mid cannot because the inhib is up and available, but Chief Portal only one to defend. Glamours is back alive. Vero is obviously so low on HP, anything can kill him, but the Ash Arrow is going to hit on top of Coin Flip. Coin Flip looking to be the main target. No matter on him, low HP. Olen, no Ragnarok to be able to escape. Ghost is on cooldown, trying to walk out of there. He puts up the shield, and he barely gets away from that chase from Nightmare. It was so close to take him down, but you got to ask the bigger question. Would have that mattered? As this Nexus is open, we're going to see the clear win here by Domino as they are going to clean it up, and that is going to be game one to them. And
shot, you got me drinking. Girl, you shut me down and there's no witness. Got me in my field, she would never listen. All the alcohol is in my liver. I guess I lost and you're the winner. Missing your touch, you were a good kisser. I was born a saint, but now I'm a sinner. Falling for you. For you. For you. Falling for you. For you. For you. Falling for you. They just fly by. All the memories pop up on my timeline. Change your colors on me like you're tie-dye. Got me falling for you, I ain't took a skydive. See you in another dimension. Can't sleep on my night's rest. Baby girl, you were my best friend. Best friend. Little thing you do, it gets me thinking. By another shot, you got me drinking. you were a good kisser. I was born to sing, but now I'm a sinner. Falling, falling for you. For you, for you. Falling, falling for you. For you, for you. Falling, falling for you. For you, for you. Falling, falling for you. For you, for you.
There's a reason she's alone. You can't pin her down because no one needs her home and needs her around. She says there's beauty in the hills, chip in the sky. So don't be sad because I'm wrong. It keeps me alive. To impress her, it's too damn hard. To stay loyal without going too far. If I see her again, promise I won't
Hello again. We are back for game number 2. And also a big shout out, not just to you all and to the familiar faces out there, not just to you all, you know, we all know, you know, your presence is definitely much appreciated, of course, and to the regulars out there that love to just come in, and not even just, you know, supporting Domino Esports. I mean, whenever Domino Esports streams go up, there's always going to be, you know, one of the two teams or even just two different teams, right? Because we are all just definite supporters for the league itself and Telia. So make sure you check out their website, you know, as well. So I mean, there's game stats and also their schedule of when other games are coming up, and they actually also have like a little it's like a little video player play logo thing, and it will tell you where some of those streams will be broadcasted on, because we are not just the only broadcasters for you know, these type of nights, but this is the only game in this type of day. But to JP Cooper, thank you so much for those recent subs, and also to the anonymous sub gifter. Very much love you all so much, as to you know, being, you know, just being generous, and also showing up some really good, you know, really good hype moments here. Another Callista. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, Nikolai, is that this could be another Jax and Ornn. I mean, I don't even see an issue with just running Jax again. It definitely worked out, and you just quickly get that Ornn counter. But it looks like we get Aatrox this time, so really see what Pal does. Wait, hold on. I gotta see it from a different view here. Okay, so Maokai first pick. Interesting. Not that it is a bad pick though, because it's definitely going to be played on to how much pressure the lanes have. So, you know, if Maokai was on the other side, right, where all three lanes are basically just, you know, looking like winning lanes, Maokai will have a bit of an easier time. So blue side, Maokai as a kind of direct pick, right? Like this is definitely a you know, big pickup for first pick. But they do have Aatrox and Callista, and Maokai could be support actually. It doesn't necessarily gonna be the you know, the jungle, as we're looking through the bans now. Mid lane has been picked up, so Cassio gets thrown away. Envy and Regret, I mean, Envy and Regret, even though the team was in a gold deficit, he, you know, he was also still carrying the weight of his own gold, you know. So, and you could do that by just, you know, farming, you know, without needing to take necessarily kills, just farm. But he also took some kills too, right? He's got like a 900 gold shutdown and a 700 gold shutdown. So on top of his farming, that wasn't really interrupted as much or anything like that. But around the map, I mean, the map was just being, you know, chipped down. All tier 1 towers, all tier 2 towers, nearly all inhibitors too, right? It was just the 2 inhibs. And then of course the objectives. So Cassid and ban away. Lilia and Braum were taken out of the equation from Nightmare. So I guess Domino, I mean, I guess Nightmare just you know, doesn't know if Maokai is the actual like jungle, right? That's why the Lilia ban comes through. They don't know if that's actually the jungle pick right now. I can say the same thing to the Amumu, but Thresh is locked in. So I think it's going to be a Mumu jungle. Unless, get this, I have not seen chat in the lobby say anything about it. But there could be a possibility where, you know, Amumu wasn't the actual pick. So we're going to have to, you know, still go through the... you know, official pick in the drafting. Oh, okay. Zocker says that everything is going good for Domino. That was the highlight message. You can do it in a Norwegian language. You know, this is not strictly English. What do you call it? Chat. Anything that I need to translate, I could do it here on Google Translator. So, but Viego and Ari. I actually like Viego Ari. I've seen this kind of combination before, and they are really good, you know, duel for invading and for ganking. They just both so much complement each other. They really do. We are still missing. Oh no, we're not missing anyone. Just no. Domino has not really put all their players into the one side yet. Oh. Spamming symbols. Wathme 98. Come on. Why are you spamming symbols, my man? My dude. My guy. Just spamming symbols. Ugh. Misclick. Alright, we're getting the ready up. And we're going into the draft. So I want to make sure that my covers are up, because I don't want the summoner spells revealing, right? We'll wait after, you know, for summoner spells to be noticed.
We will.
But definitely, I mean, this draft. Hold on, this draft right here. Oh, that was kind of weird. A little blink. If you blinked, you missed it, but a little blink happened on the screen. Samara, Thresh with Mumu jungle, Orn top, and Yone. So the Orn top didn't win last game, but that's because of the type of pressure. I mean, we might not see the same exact pressure or the same exact way that Domino played, but they you know, it could still be a possible repeat, right? Like when you I feel like if you don't have that kind of momentum, you probably want to avoid like taking the champion that just struggled in the lane, right? Because then you know, not only are you trying something new, you can also feel like, you know, you can also change like your energy, I guess, right? Because you definitely need a shift in energy. But if Orn is the comfort pick here for Chief Coral, then you know, he probably just had a bad game one, but he could absolutely bring himself back in game 2. But yeah, so it was the Maokai support because it's you know, is Sleep We retired coin flip? Where's Sleep We? Oh no, he's playing on the oh, is he? Cap? No, you're playing around with me. All right, whatever. You guys keep chatting to yourselves. You're obviously playing around with me because I think I can check here online too. Pretty sure Chief Poro is Poro of Void. It is. You guys are pulling my leg so hard it almost came off. But round 1, game 2, Domino, GC, Nightmare, drafts are settled in. Domino, I mean, the way that they played aggressive last game, this is exactly how you want to be playing aggressive next game. Last game to next game. Aatrox, Viego, Ahri. Okay, so Ahri, Viego, absolutely stunning duel. Like, I mean, there are ways to beat it, but I don't know if it's a Mumu and Yone, you know, because they both kind of do different things and they both play definitely different, right? Viego and Ahri can set either or up, but Mumu needs to land Bandage Toss, right? Or MB needs to land the knock up on that ability while also closing up the gap too. So all right, we're gonna be right back. Don't go anywhere. We'll see you all soon after these, you know, after this game, really. I mean, after this break. So we're gonna be right back. Don't go anywhere. See you all soon after our break. break is over. We're in it for game number 2.
Vengeance is at hand.
Oh, I am.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift. 30 seconds until minions spawn.
Wait, hold on. I got distracted so easily. I like this. I like what Cheap Portal's doing. Look at him. The confidence in getting Ornn a second time, and this is how he's riding that confidence on the dance floor. Because you can tell, right? Like when he dances, a little dance floor comes out. But he's so big though. Like he takes up 2 squares. It's just funny. It's just funny to me, you know. So big. Now what does he go for? He has a Doran shield this time on the start. No refillable potion. And who was that? I think it was Banderas that came in and said it was like a little bit of a greedy start. Was it a greedy start? I'm not sure greedy was the word, but definitely like Relic Shield does, you know, or Doran Shield, because they changed the name. I keep calling it Relic Shield. There is still Relic Shield though. But the Doran Shield is just better, you know. You get hit once, you let the shield do its thing, and then right at the end of the effects, I mean, you kind of can. I mean, you're not looking to get hit, right? You're just gonna get hit. So if you're gonna get hit, you at least want to max out the healing that you receive back from being hit. And Vero, okay, very interesting. He is super early onto the gank here. Level 3 for Glamorous, and Vero is still going at it. Very interesting. He already used his flash, so here comes the next flash, and the Spectrum Ult is gonna miss. But Olin still has all of the attack speed. Now he's gonna try to help out, but Envy and Regret picking up the kill. First one. And Coin Flip just shows up out of nowhere. And I'm at a loss of words there. These guys are just really playing the limitations here. I mean, clearly it was still a win. Oh no, it's not even done yet. Envy and Regret teleporting back in and also catching out onto Coin Flip and maybe onto Olin. But the hook comes out. Sandcap's not going to be able to hit it. The charm is going to land though. And then they have to swap onto Envy and Regret. Envy and Regret getting a double. This could be a potential triple as he gets the knockup. Vero, triple kill for the Yone. Envy and Regret making the big difference here from game 1 to 2. This is exactly what I'm talking about when we go into these best of 3 series. You win game 1, but it's not going to be in the same fashion. So an early victory here for Envy and Regret. He finally was able to do or get something done here, because not going to say he was like lazy or couldn't do it, right? It was just so much being played around top and bot. There was just nothing going on mid, and he just kind of like farmed it up. But amazing work from the Yone. So the first one was just this gank, right? And of course, you know, Envy and Regret did pick up the first kill of the game there, getting first blood, by the way. So he has 450 gold on the extra. And then now for the triple kill, I mean, wait, is that how far the replay went? Unfortunate, but he did pick one up earlier, earning the double. And then of course with the help from Sandcap, who did really good on the roam. I mean, triple kill. Just it's actually 4 kills in total, right? If you count it off, it's another kill going over to Glamorous from a successful gank. But another fight going on around the bot side. Coin flip, taking up really, really low, but it's Ozdel who gets the nice reset on the amount of, you know, Rens that he puts down. Kills one, stacks more on the other, kills both of them. 3 kills for Ozdel though, so there's 4-1 on the Yone, but there's 3-0 for the Callista. I gotta say though, if you have this amount of damage, you might as well just go Hurricane early. Maybe? No? Alright, I tried. But the yeah, the CS from Poro is actually very low. Good thing Nikolai pointed that out. You know, I would have eventually pointed it out, but I think I would have done it like when it's a lot more. But here, 50 to 29, another gank onto Vero. Vero's not even level 6, so he cannot spirit himself away. So Rampage for Envy and Regret. So a little bit of their own taste of their medicine here for Domino GC, as now coin flip on the roam, getting ganked up here by Glamorous. Olin is on the other side of the wall, just finishing off his Raptor camp, but you know, he didn't seem like there was going to be a real issue though. Glamorous was really far ahead on the gank, but the pressure definitely wins them over on the Dragon objective. So Dragon first objective over to Nightmare. And I think oh, okay, so 3 roaming through the jungle here by Nightmare. I absolutely love this, because this is what Domino did game 1 as well. But top lane is still Chief Poro suffering. That is the latest news. Directed Cam is so funny sometimes. It's like, what's going on up here? We gotta watch a little more closely. We don't. It's just Chief Poro struggling. Nothing you can do about it either. He needs to wait for the wave to bounce back, but he also needs Glamorous to come in and help him clear this wave. What in the world was that flash? The Fate's Call was in range, but anyways, we're gonna see it go down anyway, as Ozdel's gonna pick up another kill. I think he's still gonna be going down here. Oh yeah, the Ren stacks were not enough, and a triple kill for Teraba. That was bit crazy. The flash comes down, but the Fate's Call focusing onto Sandcav. Sandcav was the first one to go down, but the stun and then into the Samara ultimate, just way clean there on the end, as we just saw you know, Vero getting the flash and no, sorry, not a flash, looks like a cleanse, getting a cleanse off from Teraba. But another fight going in around the top side. It's going to be a 4v3 with the numbers advantage going for Nightmare. They've already taken out to 2, and Olin by himself another 2 kills for Envy and Regret. Now he's sitting at 7-1. Oh, how the turn has tables. The up and coming win for Nightmare here, as everything's looking really good for them. Envy and Regret chasing down onto the Callista, nice sidestepping on every auto attack. But yeah, Ozdel will not be able to kill this Yone at all, because that Immortal Shield Bow will proc if he thinks he has the execution damage. So he really needs to pop the Immortal Shield Bow and then, you know, run the pop, or just have enough pop damage just to blanket, completely blanket over the shielding. But Envy and Regret so clearly ahead. And Nightmare are now in a pretty comfortable position when it comes down to the rest of the map here. Chief Portal still struggling. And I thought this was just going to be a small little swap in the lanes, but it seems to, you know, have widened up a bit more. And this looks a little bit permanent, but Coin Flip showing up into the bot. Nice hit the Infernal Trigger. I think there's going to be a 1v3 by Terrible, and Terrible's going to be able to get the last one. Oh my goodness, that was so good by Terrible. He just 1v3 that. Oh my gosh. That guy needs a Scout's badge for winning a 1v3. Round 1. Oh man. Oh man, that was just so good. And Rift Herald in the middle too. So much gold advantage here. Look at this dive. The dive fails. The Spectral Maul was short. Coin Flip could not lock Teraba in place, and he's just running wild. Running wild. Didn't even have Cleanse, by the way. His Cleanse was on cooldown. His Flash had to be used. Just, oh man. That was amazing. I mean, it looked good on the first half of the dive there. I mean, just getting everyone prepared and there. But yeah, execution definitely to Teraba on the 1v2, on 1v3. But now, Coin Flip. Ooh, Bandage Shots. He's gonna miss. Coin Flip being pushed out. He's trying to get as many wards as possible, but you know, substitution for wards are these saplings. Oh, okay. Osdale. Glamorous. It's a 1v1. Glamorous not even taken all so low, but Osdale definitely in trouble. Oh, Charm gets blocked by one of these creeps. Here comes the charge from the Nature's Grasp. I'm not really sure about this one. Coin Flip. A little bit in trouble, but I believe the Fate's Call saves him. So back and forth around this bot side, but honestly, it is Nightmare. Nightmare are taking this lead. And while all that was happening, Envy and Regret by himself in the middle, pushes for the tower, gets it down. First tower blood, all turret platings for Envy and Regret. This guy is... You guys are talking about cooks. This guy would be the head chef, right? Envy and Regret. And then Turbo will be like the assistant chef. And then Chief Poro is just like... I don't even know. I don't know where the rest will fall under. I know Sandcav has been like roaming around like crazy though. I mean, look at this roam again. And Osdale is going to be in big trouble. He doesn't really see this roam happening at all. But Osdale, look at the damage, and the charm goes down. The charm, very nicely done. Tariba is going to get, you know, awfully deleted there, and the shutdown gold going over to Olin. Osdale picking up another. Not yet too excited for Domino Esports as they have to execute on this win because the rest of the reinforcements are coming through. Chief Pearl with the Call of the Forge God. Envy and Regret. Look at that swap in pace. It's going to be nearly a triple kill for the Yone. That Yone does so much damage. It is ridiculous. I mean, look at his items. Immortal Shield Bow. Infinity Edge. Oh my. This Yone just does so much damage. Forget about Tariba, like, dying. Oh, no. Pal. Overextension. Gonna be taken down. Doesn't really have a shutdown on his head, but I think he definitely wants to be on the Rift as long as possible, getting as much as XP as possible to gain, because Domino Esports are still on a leg right now. 26,000 to 32,000. This is like, you know, 3 to 4,000 gold, like from 10,000 gold lead for Nightmare, you know. Well, obviously it's 5,000 gold. 5.3 thousand gold lead. No, wait, no, 6.3. 6.5. It's a 6,000 gold lead for Nightmare. And they are holding it very still here. They don't have to do much of anything. They just keep on doing what they're doing here. Looking for picks. Hook over the wall, but it's not in the dark. There is a couple of wards seeing the placements here. And Osdell is getting creeped on by Envy and Regret, but Envy is still very, very hard to deal with here. I think they're gonna try, but look at the level on coin flip. Level 6. Oh, that's gotta burn for some of these supports here. But I think level 6 is all that you need per se, because you know you just want your ultimate, right? But Sandcav is definitely in a much more, you know, comfortable position. He's able to get his XP, and because he's higher in the levels, that means that these roams are gonna be you know, pretty good to go through. Coin flip probably, or most likely, not feeling the same way, because he eventually might want to sit in the lane to try to get to level 11. He's so far away from it. But there is catch-up gold experience. I mean, catch-up experience though. So, oh, this bot lane's gonna go down. This is gonna be all 3 towers, tier 1 towers for Nightmare. They are opening up the map. Vero, as aggressive as he is, call out, and nothing that Domino GC is able to do there. But I think I see Olin looking for the flank. No, he's just taking away camps. Oh, there we go. Now he's looking for the flank. Olin is coming into the lane, but there is a ward to be able to see this a little bit sooner. Control ward goes out. And a little disengaged from Nightmare, but I'm pretty sure they really aren't that afraid of Domino right now. They're so ahead. They are still so ahead. 8,000 gold lead from the 6 now. And these dragons are being taken away for free. There's nothing Domino can do. Nothing at the moment here. I think we're still seeing like a little pace kind of pulled back here, but of course, you know, Chief Portal is not in it to win the lane as much, but he did still open it though, so we won't see that map presence until everyone comes back from their recalls. But we are seeing a Bloodthirster, I believe. Bloodthirster for Envy and Regret. That will be the nail in the coffin, because I don't see any reduced healing on the other side. And I don't even see a first mythic item for coin flip either. So we have the Locket, 2 Immortal Shield Bows, Demonic Embrace on the Amumu, Sunfire for Portal. But Domino still don't know what they're going to be able to do here to get in and back. Okay, Glamour is still going to take a little trip with the Blast Cone. And Osdell 1v1, not going to survive it at all. Teleport's coming in. Flash Flay from Sandcav. But Osdell, I mean, it just felt like he had zero chance of winning the Yone at that point. And Bloodthirster, oh my goodness. I gotta say, even though I'm not much of one of those people that want to say, oh, this game is over, I feel like it is gonna be over here soon. Look at that. Over the wall, Envy Regret still full HP, getting the shields as well. World Ender pop as Pal will first time join in on these fights here. But Pal, you know, much like solo queue, when you join in on fights, you're just like, wait, why is this mid laner 12-1? Like this is my first time being with the team. But yeah, 12-1 Yone, 8-3 Samara. Well, finish the Samara is a Lord Doms, I believe, or a now it'll be a Lord Doms, I think. But also, I think Samara could have gotten away with just going Bloodthirster as well. Get double Bloodthirster on your carries, and to get all of this healing, to get the extra shield to absorb damage. Extra shield to absorb damage is so good too. I mean, it's just super nice. But Domino GC, 1:50 for the next dragon. And Domino are just roaming around the map trying to find advantages here, but you know, there is nothing that Nightmare is willing to give, as that is going to be a nice dive under the tower to try to pick off onto Pao, and Pao does go down. Nice hook on top of Vero, and Vero's now going to come right into this fight. Shut down again onto Teraba, and I think they're going to look onto Sandcastle. It's going to be a double kill for Osdell. Vero on the chase. On the other side, Envy and Regret is pushing, and right next to him is Glamorous, stealing objectives in the jungle of the enemy side here. Glamorous now joining in on the fight. That's going to be one kill going over to Glamorous. Chevboro is going to be going down here soon. That Ren pop was not enough, and the bandage toss just denying, you know, Osdell to going over the wall. Envy and Regret, 13-1. Look at that damage. You're dead. You're dead. No way. Envy, like, yeah, they won against Tariba and others, right? While on the chase. But then Envy and Regret joins in on the fight, and it's just like your chances just immediately drop to none. This Yone is just so strong. It is not gonna be a good time here. We're just kind of, you know, seeing the end unfold, even though there's still some game left, but I feel like we are getting to that point. Domino over the wall, looking at the dragon. They have yet to take one over, but they start now. They can potentially get all the stackings on the ocean, and it is stolen by Olin. Oh, that rhymed. That rhymed. So the steal does come through, but none of that will really matter. Look at Envy. Envy's looking. Oh, this is so dangerous right here. Look at him. Just 2 dashes. Wow. But continuous push by Nightmare. Nightmare looking to maybe end here. Lots of damage by Osdell. Oh, in from Pao, but Pao instantly just gets blocked. And another bandage shot, and there goes the Infernal Trigger onto the back line entirely. But Twisted, I mean, Bramble Smash throws into under the Fountain. Fountain is unbeatable. Olin, Soul Possession, able to get a kill onto Envy, but he comes back with that Guardian Angel. Now Olin is trying again. Don't think it's gonna happen as the push continues from Domino on the defense here. But I would not be too worried about it if I was Nightmare. I mean, Envy and Regret has so much lifesteal. But it is continuing to be harder and harder to win here for Domino GC. As they still wait in line as to how the enemy is going to be able to execute their win. While also potentially even thinking about game 3. But Bandit Shaw's on to coin flip. Teleport by Chief Poro. Chef Poro. No, it is Chief. Oh no! Gosh darn it! Why am I getting it wrong, Chef? Chief's with an I. So Chef, I feel like the teleport was wasted, but I feel like nothing matters on how they use, as long as they are sticking together and getting team fights in. As coin flip, going all the way to the back line for the Nature's Grasp, but the Infernal Trigger just cleans it up all too easy here. Triple kill for Teraba, and even though Vero is, you know, still alive, Nightmare will be winning this one and taking us to game number 3. They're gonna tie things up, and exactly how I said it too, right? Like, oh, I just got an invite. Exactly how I said it too, right? Like, if I was Nightmare, what would I do? We gotta win more lanes, you know, and it worked out perfectly for them on the execution. Vero kills Glamorous, but Glamorous is already on the victory screen. But game 3 underway, coming soon. This is just, Nightmare played it really, really good here. What a way to start off their season, though. I mean, some teams will, you know, get like 2-0, right? Some teams would, but not this one. Not Nightmare. They did not. They're just like, all right, well, first one was a clear loss, but then they also showed us that the second one was a clear win for them. So Nightmare just on the rise here. We got to watch over them. We got to be careful with them, but definitely they played it really well. Like, especially Teraba. Teraba could have, you know, failed to defend against the gank. They came through, but he succeeded. What else was good? Oh, the second fight too. Second fight was insane. Let me see if I can find it here. Hold on. I'll put it on the recap. The second fight was insane. The second fight was exactly, I believe, where that real momentum started coming for MV and Regret. Like, he played it extremely well on the start there. But for Domino Esports, all they got to do is go back to the roots of game 1. But if they go back to the roots of game 1, then Nightmare needs to look through the roots of game 2, because game 2 was definitely better for them. Game 1 was better for Domino. I'm not sure if the side selection really counted for all that, but we will see, to be honest. I mean, game 3 underway, coming soon. Don't go anywhere. See you all after our break. Win. Oh no, it's not even done yet. MV Regret teleporting back in and also catching out onto coin flip and maybe up to Olin, but the hook comes out. Sandcap's not going to be able to hit it. The charm is going to land though, and then they have to swap onto MV Regret. MV Regret getting a double. This could be potential triple as he gets the knockup. Vero triple kill. And I thought this was just going to be a small little swap in the lanes, but it seems to, you know, have widened up a bit more. And this looks a little bit permanent, but coin flip showing up into the bot. Nice hit the Infernal Trigger. I think there's going to be a 1v3 by Teraba, and Teraba's going to be able to get the last one. Oh my goodness, That was so good by Teraba. He just 1v3 that. Oh my gosh. That guy needs a scout's badge for winning a 1v3. Round 1. So is going to be in big trouble. He doesn't really see this roam happening at all. But Osdell, look at the damage, and the charm goes down. The charm. Very nicely done. Tariba is going to get, you know, awfully deleted there, and the shutdown gold going over to Olin. Osdell picking up another. Not yet too excited for Domino Esports as they have to execute on this win because the rest of the reinforcements are coming through. Chief Pearl with the call of the Forge God. Envy and Regret. Look at that swap in pace. It's going to be go down. Nice hook on top of Vero, and Vero's now going to come right into this fight. Shut down again onto Teraba, and I think they're going to look onto Sandcastle. It's going to be a double kill for Osdell. Vero on the chase. On the other side, Envy and Regret is pushing, and right next to him is Glamorous stealing objectives in the jungle of the enemy side here. Glamorous now joining in on the fight. That's going to be one kill going over to Glamorous. Chet Borrell is going to be going down here soon. That Ren pop was not enough, and the bandage toss, just continuous push by Nightmare. Nightmare looking to maybe end here. Lots of damage by Osdell. Oh, in from Pau, but Pau instantly just gets blocked. And another bandage shot, and there goes the Infernal Trigger onto the back line entirely. But Bramble Smash throws into under the Fountain. Fountain is unbeatable. Olin, Soul Possession, able to get a kill onto Envy, but he comes back with that Guardian Angel. I feel like the teleport was wasted, but I feel like nothing matters on how they use, as long as they are sticking together and getting team fights in. As Coin Flip going all the way to the back line for the Nature Scratch, but the Infernal Trigger just cleans it up all too easy here. Triple kill for Teraba, and even though Vero is, you know, still alive, Nightmare
trying to fight the demons in my mind. I'll prevail with every battle if I'm right. Guess my aim was off, the target's out of sight. Would I be better if I left it all behind? 'Cause we could find a way, we could find a way. Find another place where we can just escape. We could find a way, we could find a way. Find another so we light the day we met. I don't wanna leave your side. Have me by your side when the sun sets. Let's leave for an eternity. We'll sail across the lights beyond the sky. I'll be with you eternally. I'm an addict for your love, it keeps me
Tell 'em what your name is. Amplify for the speed house.
Well. Game 3 underway. Nightmare and Domino GC have already started on their drafts, and Chef Poro has, Chef Poro has gotten the Orn for the third time in the game. Now, has it really mattered for Chef to get the Orn? Not really. As it seems like, you don't really have to necessarily win with the Orn. He took another loss in game 2, but once again, that just didn't matter. All around, Nightmare across the map. I mean, they won in the mid lane, they won in the bot lane, and they were getting more ganks and counter jungling. It was just a little bit of everything Nightmare has done right that Domino did in game 1. So for Domino Esports, they went for the early invade, and it definitely didn't pay off. And then they went for the, second engage on the fight against a Yone, which also definitely did not pay off. They went for a dive, didn't pay off. It was just, the execution was not there for Domino GC. So now we're gonna have to see where Nightmare rides on this momentum, because so far Domino GC has lost their momentum in game 2, but this could be the mental reset that they need. So Jax being picked up along with Kalista again, Yumi. I thought they uninstalled a Yumi already. I'm not really sure. But Thresh again for Sandcap, and I think Sandcap absolutely did great on the Thresh. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, in some of those highlight clips, the flays, the hooks, a lot of it was just on point. So really good. Thresh on the play there for Sandcap. Now he's gonna be able to relive those moments again. And Elise is like the new thing that we're gonna see here for Nightmare. I'm not really sure how good Elise is, but I can kind of guess that it's just okay to use to counter jungle with, or okay to even what do you call it? To even use as a counter invade too. Because she has like Elise has a great opening on the damage, like a great opening, like Cocoon and then Spiderling, and like she could do like I think it's like 5 attacks. Yeah, I think it's like 5 attacks and then 1 attack speed, and no, 4 attacks, 1 attack speed. Repel doesn't count at all for anything. It's just an escape tool or a close-in tool. Kalista support. I don't know about that one. Toku. Probably Toku for now. But Nautilus being banned away. They don't want Not and Kalista. But Not, for Domino GC also allowed them to allow them to dive a lot. Even if Nautilus died, they just died anyways. And then now we see Zoe. Good pick. Yone was respected, and so was Samara. And a Mumu is picked. Mumu picked up, so it's Callista Amumu with no Samara potential. Can't say that there's a lack of ADCs being bad, but there is a lack of ADCs being bad. I mean, only one ADC and one support ban. Kog'Maw and Tristana. I actually like this. I've seen Kog'Maw support before, and it's AP Kog'Maw, I think, right? Like you start off AP, but then you go like balancing out just a little bit. I think you can still do 80, but yeah, I've seen Kog'Maw support before, and it's actually like it's pretty decent. But no, oh my goodness, what am I thinking? They already have a support. They got Thresh. So it's Tristana mid. I think it's Tristana mid, Kog'Maw bot, Syndra mid. I totally weirded it out there, calling Kog'Maw for support just because it's I for some reason I just thought, oh yeah, there was no support. But Sandcav with the Thresh, it's a pretty big deal if you think about it, because once again he did really good last game. Kohlberg, thank you for joining us, and how's your day? How's your day, Kohlberg? Glad everything's going good and you get to join us. Probably just waking up. Nah, I don't know. But Nightmare. They're giving us a game 3. Are they gonna give us or show us their first win? Domino Esports, they've given us their game 1, but they could not execute game 2 to avoid a game 3 scenario. So now we're looking at this as a 50-50. No, Poro, avoid. I will not play Silver Scrapes. No, I won't. I don't want to. I don't want to.
Who questions my ability? I will wait for you to be better. I could do better.
But seems like we going into game 3 here very, very soon after the draft.
Poor phone.
I have a feeling it is Kog'Maw. Like, there's no way it's gonna be Kog'Maw mid. I think it's gonna suffer through the Syndra. I think you want to still play Tristana, but it is possible though. Like AP Cog, yeah. Oh, so much for the 100%. No, it's okay. They're fooling us, so they could still do a Kog'Maw trade.
No cure for fools.
Oh my gosh, Emil, we're thinking the same thing right now. It's just gonna be like a Kog'Maw Tristana trade for mid. They're just playing around with us right now.
You can't stay alone.
Hello to you too, Simon. I don't know, Glamours. There wasn't much that Pal was able to do last game. But I got a feeling here. These games are just gonna be good. Callista, Amumu, definitely different. Broland has made it. Broland has landed. Welcome, Broland. Welcome. How was your day, Broland? Turba, Sandcav. I mean, I really like Kog'Maw. I really do. I got nothing against it. I think it does really good into the Callista, I believe. I'm not really sure. I feel like it does because you have the advantage of getting that range attack first, and Kog'Maw just shreds. But also Kalista, I mean, depending on how the playstyle is, they you know, get the instant Ren stacks by transferring the Ren over. I mean, that's possible, but it's not like something that is a real focus for Kalista players, I believe. You know, they just want to get the Ren stacks onto one target, but they could go for the, you know, hits into a spear Ren transfer. Gives you a huge, you know, boost of damage, and also you know, the stacking speed. But Kog'Maw is actually just super dangerous in this kind of composition, and he also has the cleanse, so I think that's actually going to be natural for the Kog'Maw. He's always going to get the cleanse because he is pretty weak. He is pretty weak, pretty vulnerable, but he has a front line, so, and a buster shot. Like, on top of having Flay, Box, and Thresh, now you have a buster shot too, right, with the Tristana. So there's a lot of cover here for Tariba, and Tariba did absolutely, you know, terrific in game 2. We're gonna go into a quick break. We're gonna be right back. You know, more cool people are showing up on the broadcast here tonight, and we're gonna see you all for game number 3. Don't go anywhere.
There's a reason she's alone. You can't pin her down because no one needs her home and needs her around. She says there's beauty in the hills, chip in the sky. So don't be sad because I'm wrong. It keeps me alive. To impress her, it's too damn hard. To stay loyal without going too far. If I see her again, promise I won't cry. To impress her, it's too damn hard. To stay loyal without going too far. If I see her again, promise I won't cry. She wasn't back tonight, and I don't know about you, but my money's on the night. It takes her away like I do. My charm is twinkling out of her eyes, of her eyes. She will never grow old or change her mind. She'll talk about it later on. From seeing the sights, there's something wonderful and odd about the escape, and how you want them to be gone. You want them to stay, and impressing her is just so damn hard. I want her back, and please don't go too far. If I see her again, promise I won't cry.
All right, game 3 underway. We're good to go.
Vengeance is at hand.
Good to go, good to go, good to go. We're gonna see the end of it.
Welcome to Summoner's
This is a
Rift.
best of 3. That means that third game is the last game, and winner is Getting a dub in the
30
standing.
seconds until minions spawn.
Oh, wait, I have to send out a message. Hold on, real quick. Okay.
Minions have spawned.
So, funny thing is, Maokai was picked in both of the games and lost, and then everyone threw the Maokai out the window. I think Domino was like, yeah, this is how you use Maokai, but then it's just like Maokai is just in the middle of the whole thing of is it still good or is it not, right? And then things happen, and then Maokai is just not even considered in the options for neither team. Oh well, Maokai will get another chance eventually. Still like to hear some thoughts as to how good Maokai still is or potentially is not. But, you know, different picks all across the board. Jax is being played a second time for Powell. And Chef has not let go of the Ornn, but he could also be on Ornn duty. Which, you know, I get from some top laners where it's just like, oh, it's not as fun. But it could be the win. It could be the win. Sandcav was one of the other ones that is playing the same champion. And then Osdale with the Callista. Nice flash. Okay. And bandage toss. First blood going over to Domino GC. Game 3s always excite me, though. Game 2, you know, once again, I'm not the type of person that would see something and be like, oh, it's over. But game 2 just looked like far beyond over. Flash again from bandage toss. Questionable here, but Sandcav will be able to flay out. And I think Glamorous is looking out to Osdale, maybe trying to find something here. But Olin's caught out by a vision. Not entirely sure about that flash, by the way. Like, as you can tell, there was just no execution. I mean, there was a play, but yeah, no kill. Okay, so a little troubling, I believe, for the Tristana mid. But I feel like, you know. Oh, wait, hold on. There is a roam coming in. I was gonna say Sandcav should start roaming, and he is. He's already roaming with Glamorous and Envy and Regret. Other side of the wall, just kind of peeking over. But he could get picked here by Olin. Vero charging. Oh no. I think he still has rocket jump. Yeah, Envy still has rocket jump. Some damage is being put out. But yeah, I mean, Olin's just losing some priority in his own jungle, and he continues to lose some more priority. So this is a nice roam from Nightmare. They're really getting some good results doing this. But now we get to see some other things going. Only one kill so far in about 5 minutes. It is going to be fascinating to see what wins though between like Kog'Maw and Callista. Like, I really like to think Kog'Maw just wins. But so far, just really nothing going around the map besides just thinking of what is going to be going around on the map, as Vero getting ganked up again as Sandcav with a nice early roam. He is going to go for tier 2 boots as soon as possible, though. Like, he already has tier 1 boots. And I believe Olin is going to take his first back to base. Waited a little bit. He got his Warhammer. Oh, this is a nice chance to engage here by Chef. But he already used a Volcanic Eruption. He could have saved Volcanic Eruption, get the ult down after the Counter-Strike was used. Because that's all he needed. That's all Chef needed to win that fight right there, is a knockup. But nice hit from Sandcav. He takes the flash. Fight going on around the top side, and a good exchange, and Vero is gonna die. Oh my goodness. Nightmare, I believe, have the upper end at that one, because there is a turret plating going down one for Nightmare, and Domino Powell, even though he won his top or 1v1 top, he still did not really get a plating at all. But a nice cocoon toss from Glamorous. Thresher comes out. Coin flip has shown himself here. Not really sure he's going to be able to get anything at all. Glamorous. Another cocoon land. Coin flip carefully just walking back and forward. But Sandcav, closer he gets, the more you are pushed away. That's just the pressure of the Thresh. So only one turret plating went over to Nightmare, the first one of the game that falls under. But once again, like, he flashes with the Lantern Flay. Just absolutely doing good here, Sandcav. Enabling his team is what supports do best, right?
Blue team slain the dragon.
So Dragon taken away again by Nightmare. It is going to be... Yeah, it is going to be tough here, but I think we are going to see a gank around the top. Chef tries to get away, but yeah, it was going to be a tough getaway. It really was. Felt like there was going to be no better than that. And Coin flip getting engaged on by Glamorous, but Glamorous with the retaliation by Vero, and Ozdel follow up right through the gank there. Sandcav catches the support off guard a little bit, but it's not even level 6 yet. There was just so much damage, and the Fate's Call just saves Coin flip from immediate danger. Also lets him gets to re-engage, right? Because you control where you want to be thrown in. But now bot pressured here. Oh, the kill. That's gonna be one for Tariba. And Envy Regret, he still has that Kog'Maw passive. It does blow up. There's a lot of damage, and Coin flip really trying to walk out of there. And it's actually good timing on the flash there by Coin flip, because if Regret landed another 2 more autos, he gets the cooldown of his rocket jump. But I am looking at the replay of that last fight, and it seems like Sandcav just only saw Coin flip engaged, and then behind him was Ozdel. So that is how they lost in that one. But in this situation, another win for Nightmare. But they have not been able to equalize the gold lead. But I feel like it is a little bit of a misleading gold lead on spectator mode right now. Not that the numbers are wrong, but you gotta think about where the numbers are going, right? So the numbers here mainly is on POW. Like that's where most of the advantage is. Everywhere else, gold, there's really not much difference. We can even see it here. 600 gold difference, 300 gold difference. That's not that much at all. But if you look at top, it's you know, it's 1,000, nearly getting there to 2,000 gold difference. That's really where a lot of this gold lead is, you know, being counted for Domino. So when the map is being played with this kind of lead for Domino, they got to be very, very careful with how they play bottom side of the map, because they are not as strong as they think right now. As for Nightmare, Nightmare can take advantage of them overstepping. And yeah, that is an overstep from POW instead. It's taking up quite low. Chef really trying to follow up through, but I think he's gonna die. Oh, that is unfortunate. And now, Flash, repel. The cocoon does not hit, but Ozdel is still in big trouble. And Vero getting the nice execution in the middle. I believe that was a 2-for-1 trade globally, but this is where Nightmare is just gonna beat out the trade. Getting a lot of gold, or closing in on that gold deficit, but I think it's like, once again, like 2,000 of that gold is on the top. So it's like technically 19.4 to 18k, right? So the bottom half of the map, not really looking good for Domino, and it could have a effect for the later stages of the game. Blade of the Rune King is done by Turbo, by the way. Like the gold lead between the 80 carries, looks like not much of a difference. A 200 gold lead still in favor for Ozdel. Tier 2 boots, Blade of the Rune King. Ozdel has only 300 gold, so he can't get the items that he wants, which is the Immortal Shield Bow. But Dragon is up, and this is going to be a small fight for it. Not really sure who is going to win it here, as we got to see who oversteps and who doesn't. The Sandcav trying to get something over the wall, not really going to land onto anything. And now Nightmare just walking into the Dragon Pit. So, yeah, Domino could not actually 100% take control of the Dragon because they don't have teleport for the side of POW. While, you know, Chef Poro was on the bottom side to support his team. But all the turret plating's down, and the first Tower of Blood for POW. So POW getting stronger. But other side needs a little bit more help and assistance, as now we're getting the engage onto POW. Volt Breaker from Olin. Envy and Regret. Oh, Envy and Regret. He's going to be able to find an opening here. Vero caught on the roam, the reset from that rocket shot, but here comes the rest of the members from Domino. That's gonna be a 3-man stun on the Curse of the Sand Mummy, but Glamours does dodge it though, being the third member with the repel. Healing coming in for POW by hitting up on those berries. And Ozdel trying to get the Fate's Call, protection for Coin Flip. And Domino suffering a lot, but they will finally be able to get some advantages here. Some real advantages here. Turbo was the only one not in a fight for the side of Nightmare, but he does get the tower. And it was actually a very It was a very dicey situation from Domino, because if we, if we see how that actually really played out, it was Nightmare making the moves. Nightmare was making the move. Domino was just on the reaction. But the reaction was for Osdale and Coinflip to just start going into the middle for the potential early, swap in lanes. I mean, it paid off. They showed up when they did not have, when Nightmare did not have their, their AD carry, and numbers were gained by Domino, and now they are ahead officially, at least for the other side of the map where they were, suffering in. But look at the CS difference, 148 to 91. This is just not fun at all. And Pal, oh no, Pal's about to get runned over. He's gonna get run down here. There's no tower to escape from, so now he only has the choice of fighting. But yeah, this is not even gonna be a fight. That's gonna be an easy shutdown. But Coinflip showing up in the mid. Fight is coming through, and Envy is not in the fight, but he is recalling, so he could take the teleport, but that's already 2 members from Nightmare going down. Glamorous on the other side. Teleport from Envy and Regret is going to be casted here, and the execution on top of Osdale is going to come through. Look at the burst damage, and that is a shutdown by Envy and Regret. And I think he's going to regret just keep on popping off with those rocket jumps that he could have followed through after the vault breaker over the wall. Just getting on top of, re-engaging on top of Olin. 1v1 could be easy. But now it is going to be hard once again. I don't know if it equalizes or it's going to be hard for Domino to win, the bottom tier of the map. But Pal definitely in big trouble. I like the parry to be able to stop the rocket jump, re-engage. But yeah, Pal dying earlier was definitely the big step back for Domino. He needs to survive, and he needs to get into team fights, or he needs to just survive and continue to add pressure on the side of the map. Dying just opens up for the obviously for the wins on Nightmare's side. But now the push comes in. Coin flip. I don't think he actually dodged the cocoon and the death sentence. It was a bit of a whiff there from both Sandcav and Glamorous, but I don't think it matters too much, to be honest. As now we're seeing pretty much where it goes down, as the fight's gonna immediately take off here. They're fighting out to Glamorous, but they will trade out jungle for jungle. Turbo's still on the other side, and Pal getting the leap strike into that fight, and both sides don't have smites. I'm not sure if they're gonna contest the dragon or not, and it seems like Pal is gonna take the dragon out just a little bit. But here we go. That's gonna be a 3-man stun from the Curse of the Sad Mummy. Pal is looking to clean up. His leap strike is on cooldown, and Envy and Regret saves the cooldown of that rocket jump, but he does not go far enough, as that is Pal getting to re-engage onto the Tristana. The first unofficial ace comes through for Domino GC, and Glamorous, he is back on his feet, and he could steal the dragon still. So it is not a free dragon just yet. It is going to be a 50-50 smite on the fight, but Coin Flip getting the right engage is just going to be laid on. Oh no, Glamorous, I think he took that blast gun a little too early. No! Glamorous. He may have misclicked. I don't even, or maybe a little spider link too. Like when you just right click, that thing will just probably pop off. But Glamorous a little too early. A little too early. He dies again. He smites and just leashes the dragon. And coin flip. Oh, wait a minute. Engaged by Domino. They have not went back to base, and they're still going to go for the fight here. Rampage for Pal. And Sandcav just going to be going down. Olin falls once again. And Ozdel, he's still going. I think he's about to get repelled here. Oh, flush. Oh, Glamorous. That was nice from Glamorous. He shut down. Necessary, by the way. Call the Forge God. Glamorous is still alive. Here comes Pal. There is a ward, and coin flip misses the bandage toss. But yeah, I feel the same way. Overextending again. That's sometimes the Domino's way. But the resets here are going to be strong for Domino. We're just kind of waiting to see. As it's 12 to 21, 43,000 to 36. But we see Nightmare pop off, and it could happen here too. Could happen here. You know, anyone that had doubts in game 1, they cleared them in game 2. Now we got to see what do they do against the current Domino GC situation. How do they defend against this, and how do they push forward? Domino dominant at the moment here, just like game 1, but there's still a bit more retaliation from Nightmare, and Pal has some really good priority, like possible rotation from Domino. Death sentence will land, but the assault and battery, everything is being pushed in, and that is going to be 2 on the catch, and a 3rd as Pal is just pushed on under the tower. Double kill for Ozdel, and another kill for Pal in the 1v1. Now there's some real pressure here, mid and bot. It's going to be up to where Tariba wants to focus, but he's just going to get stunned up, and he will go down. Dominating numbers here for Pal. Maybe a bit of a mistake there from Sandcav to just, you know, land. I forgot cease and desist now. To land the hook onto the Vi. The death sentence was just a measuring tape of, you know, is he in range of me? But nice cocoon land. Scare of the week over the wall. Not really going to land onto anything, but Vero came in to help out, and he might have gotten caught himself, but he dodges the cocoon over the wall. Olin, cease and dismiss is going to be following through, and the teleport's coming in from Pal, but Olin a little too deep. The Amumu ultimate lands onto nobody. And there goes the call of the Forge God, and Pal trying to get away. Death Sentence over the wall. Sandcav lands it. The play to knock from the searing charge from Poro. And it will be nearly the death of Envy and Regret. Vero comes in from the teleport, and Vero's gonna die. Oh no. The swap in leads is gonna happen again. Nightmare bringing it over. Olin with the quick, you know, switch on the ult on the Vi. It's very tempting though. Whenever you play Vi, you're just like, all right, in range, ult, instant ult. But it did not pay off this time. But we hold our breaths here. Dragon, the first one was secured. Cloud Dragon is... I feel like Cloud Dragon isn't all too strong when it comes down to the soul. But I feel like... Yeah, no, never mind. The soul actually does work pretty well for both sides. Because sometimes soul just doesn't work. I mean, the passives that you gain from Dragon will always work out well. You know what I mean? Like the flat out movement speed and the slow resistance will always work out for anyone. It's just the Soul Dragon, like when you use your ultimate and you get movement speed, like that has to work out. You know, it doesn't work on champions that are standing still when they ult. But still, Domino ahead, nearly a 10,000 gold lead. Nightmare are behind, but they are still not a they're not a team that you want to let your guard off on. They are fighting back. They're not pulling any punches. But Domino quickly starting up on to this Baron. There is no vision. This is the vision from Nightmare. They do not see anything. They just don't. As Domino are slowly pushing for the potential win. Floodgates are a little bit open from the Domino base, so Nightmare can win vice versa. But Pow is so far ahead. It is ridiculous. And look at that tower. I mean, look at that Siege Minion. Siege Minion MVP taking down the damage on to that inhib tower. So it's nearly broken up. 100 CS lead for Pow, by the way. 104. Wits and Frozen Heart. This guy could dive with that Frozen Heart. But a nice hook lands by Sandcav. But he's going to have to back away. Everyone's zoned away by Vero's Scar of the Week. But Inhib broken open. But there's no opportunity to officially get the inhibitor yet. But Glamorous on the other side really trying to find onto something here. And Inhib's popping up. But Ozdel, coin flip, going in. He was thinking about getting the ultimate down, but there's only one target in range. You want to get it onto multiple, and he's also low on the HP, but Pow goes in with the counter strike. Here comes the Bandage Sauce, but it is missing though, so Coin Flip's gonna need some reassurance here. He's gonna get the flash along with the Fate's Call right between two. And Domino Esports not even off on a clean sweep. Tip my hat off to Nightmare, but Domino is gonna end this series in the best of 3, 2-1 in favor for them. GG's all around. That was intense. I mean, I absolutely like the clap back from Nightmare. They obviously, you know, like I don't even know all those other times with Domino where they just kind of like overstep and then Nightmare punished. So it really was like that kind of punish that Nightmare was capable of doing. That had absolutely, you know, threw us into a loop as to who could potentially win in the game. But from the experience, I mean, you start seeing more and more, oh, where does it go, right? The win, and it was definitely the win for Domino. I want to see... Pretty sure Kirstavos wants to do interviews. Where's Pride? I need Pride on this. Need his help. Hello, Pride. We're live. Hold on. Hold on. All right, cool. Okay, so we're here, I guess, on an interview, not with a player. Pride is a backseat gamer, but I guess you could tell them what you do, right, for Domino?
Well, yeah. I'm the manager for Domino, and also not customer support, but like I'm supporting them, like their biggest fan, I guess.
Yeah. We get it. Backseat gamer, backseat gamer.
Yeah, big backseat gamer. I take full responsibility of all the bad drafts. That's completely my fault.
No, that's okay. I mean, wait, was game 2 bad drafting? Is that what you just?
Well, I kind of like, we know that it's a possibility that they will pick Gunscott champions, and then we say, you know, we can deal with it, and then it goes sideways and just snowballs.
Well, besides like drafting, right? Because not everything's really relied on to drafting. You know, like sometimes you get games that are kind of pretty even. So, what was some of the plays that were like a bit more questionable and, or even just poorly executed, if there was any?
Plays that were badly executed.
Yeah.
I think for
or just
game
poorly,
2,
not badly, but like poorly. Like it didn't go as planned, or maybe something that they did, you know, kind of led to another thing.
Oh yeah, I think well, in game 2 they think that they just mechanically messed up, but I also think that it's another big factor was that they didn't really track the, what was it, a Mumitrash going around and just grouping up with either the mid laner or the bot laner all the time to find plays. So tracking those two were really key in that game, and that kind of didn't get done really well, I think. That kind of led to Nightmare being able to snowball the game like really out of her hands. But even though we were at, I don't know what the deficit was when they hit our base, but we still had like comeback team fights, showing that the team can actually team fight a little bit even when behind. So, but it wasn't enough, of course. When Nightmare just said, "Okay, we'll just."
I think when that happened, that was 6,000 gold, and then it started to get like 8, 9, 10, 11. Like,
yeah,
you know, yeah. Eventually, it made it into that position.
It's very rough.
So what are the things that you kind of, you know, that you guys picked up from game 2?
Oh, just get rid of the team fighting. Let's not flip it. We can for sure just do the same thing we did in game 1, and they will probably change off draft now that we take away the Samira and Neon that were so key for them game 2. But we decided that, well, it's going to be fine. He's going to be on a lease, and he's going to be perma bot lane and mid lane and just look for ganks. And then Yujan on top lane is just going to take over the game, because apparently he just Flame Horizons the Ornn. I don't know how he does it, but yeah.
All right, so preparations into the game, like what was it like to you guys' standards, I guess, to prepare for the game?
Oh, it could have been done way better for sure. most of the preparations so far has been to just get to know each other, I think, and finding out that, well, every other team is going to permaban these champions, and if ever they're left open, we're just gonna pick it. No, I'm just kidding. But Ostal got to pick his Kalista all 3 games today, and I think he's very happy that he got to do that, because it's usually permaban against them. So that was nice to see.
All right.
But other than that, there wasn't too much preparations for this. I think we have to do better for the next weeks, because that's going to be probably our hardest opponent. So.
And do you have any shout outs you want to give before we close out tonight?
Shout outs to Glamorous. He played Amina Mumu.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and close up the call, but great games out there, Pride. Thanks for submitting the op.gg's. No, not op.gg. Sorry, the draft laws. When we needed them. And your guys' next game. Oh wow, this is the first time I don't close the website, but it is loading. Oh my goodness.
Next game is versus Riddle.
Oh, Riddle. Yeah. Oh, wait.
So it's a throwback from finals.
Oh, okay. No. I was gonna say, I would think that would be like Gamer No on the broadcast. But it seems like they have already chosen Rich Gang and Lazy in Life. But all right, so then, yeah, we're gonna see you guys again on the Domino Esports broadcast. So that would be the official game there. Hopefully everyone's gonna get hyped up, and hopefully preparations for both sides are gonna give us another, game winning. We definitely want to see another game 3 if it's possible, right? But if it's one-sided, it's whatever. But still pretty exciting stuff. So thank you so much, Pride, and take care. All right. So I'll get a screen going here for interviews in the later, but for now, this has been Mighty Rye on the commentary for the play-by-play. For color casters, we could get some volunteers if anyone is interested out there, but we should have it covered here. But anyways, see you all later. That was it for games 1, 2, and 3 in this best of 3 series, and of course the end of round 1. We'll catch you all on the next round of the Telialigaen. Make sure you go and visit them on their website, and of course, be ready for the next games. They're all coming in on February the 7th, which is next week. So see you all then. Take care. Have a great rest of your night or your evening. And thank you all for joining us here on the Domino Esports broadcast. Much love to you all, and have a nice day. GC has just restarted. Extended blast cone, flashes are coming through. Another ash arrow on point by Sandcav, and a shutdown going over to Glamorous, which is actually unfortunate there, because you definitely want to give it to the Casio. Envy and Regret is not really put behind, but everyone's just so far ahead on Domino that it's making it seem that way. But now Rift Herald gets stolen away. Fade's call into the back line. Call the Forge God, depth charge. Everything's just being put out here by Domino. It's getting a little bit hard to just keep track of it all. But you can even tell the health bars who's left. It is Domino GC on the upper end of this fight. And also with the steal of the Rift Herald. First ace of the game. But Call the Forge God interrupts 2 of the recalls. But Vero, look at that pressure, that damage. Osdale is going to get engaged on. Searing charge onto the volcanic eruption, so the knockup is there, and Osdale is going to get hit by the slow. He's going to be forced to fight. He will take one down with him, but Vero is still in big trouble. But it seems like it's going to be a split end on the chase here. His coin flip is going to get chased down, but across the wall, here comes Pal, taking the blast cone. He's looking for some of the targets here, as Vero will get the nice knife, and Olin has now joined in, but he's still across the wall, but he's looking to just block some of these exits. And now Sandcav trap goes down, but the Ragnarok puts Olin immortal, invincible, unstoppable as they continue to just show that dominance across. Pouring in supers. Mid cannot because the inhib is up and available, but Cheap Portal, only one to defend. Glamours is back alive. Vero is obviously so low on HP, anything can kill him, but the Ash Arrow is going to hit on top of Coin Flip. Coin Flip looking to be the main target. No matter on him, low HP. Olin, no Ragnarok to be on extend. Ghost is on cooldown, trying to walk out of there. He puts up the shield, and he barely gets away from that chase from Nightmare. It was so close to take him down, but you gotta ask the bigger question. Would have that mattered? As this Nexus is open, we're gonna see the clear win here by Domino as they are gonna clean it up, and that is gonna be game one to them. And continuous push by Nightmare. Nightmare looking to maybe end here. Lots of damage by Ozdel. Oh, in from Pao, but Pao instantly just gets blocked. And another bandit shot, and there goes the Infernal Trigger onto the back line entirely, but Twisted, Bramble Smash throws into under the Fountain. Fountain is unbeatable. Olin, sole possession, able to get a kill onto Envy, but he comes back with that Guardian Angel. I feel like the teleport was wasted, but I feel like nothing matters on how they use, as long as they are sticking together and getting team fights in. As Coin Flip going all the way to the back line for the Nature's Grasp, but the Infernal Trigger just cleans it up all too easy here. Triple kill for Teraba, and even though Vero is, still alive, Nightmare, but other side needs a little bit more help and assistance, as now we're getting the engage onto Pao. Bolt Breaker from Olin. Envy and Regret. Oh, Envy and Regret. He's going to be able to find an opening here. Vero caught on the roam, the reset from that rocket shot, but here comes the rest of the members from Domino. That's going to be a 3-man stun on the Curse of the Sand Mummy, but Glamours does dodge it though, being the third member with the repel. Healing coming in for Pal by hitting up on those berries. And Ozdel trying to get the Fate's Call. Protection for Coin Flip. Escape from, so now he only has the choice of fighting. But yeah, this is not even going to be a fight. That's going to be an easy shutdown. But Coin Flip showing up in the mid. Fight is coming through, and Envy is not in the fight, but he is recalling, so he could take the teleport, but that's already 2 members from Nightmare going down. Glamour's on the other side. Teleport from Envy and Regret is going to be casted here, and the execution on top of Ozdel is going to come through. Look at the burst damage, and that is a shutdown by... As now we're seeing pretty much where it goes down, as the fight's going to immediately take off here. They're fighting out to Glamours, but they will trade out jungle for jungle. Turbo's still on the other side, and Pal getting the leap strike into that fight, and both sides don't have smites. I'm not sure if they're going to contest the dragon or not, and it seems like Pal is going to take the dragon out just a little bit, but here we go. That's going to be a 3-man stun from the Curse of the Sand Mummy. Pao is looking to clean up. His leap strike is on cooldown, and Envy and Regret saves the cooldown of that rocket jump, but he does not go far enough, as that is Pao getting the re-engage onto the Tristana. The first unofficial ace comes through for this and just leashes the dragon. And Coin Flip, oh wait a minute, engaged by Domino. They have not went back to base, and they're still gonna go for the fight here. Rampage for Pao, and Sandcap just gonna be going down. Olin falls once again, and Ozdel, he's still going. I think he's about to get repelled here. Oh, flash! Oh, Glam, really good priority, like possible rotation from Domino. Death Sentence will land, but the assault and battery, everything is being pushed in, and that is going to be 2 on the catch, and a third as Pao is just pushed on under the tower. Double kill for I have gotten caught himself, but he dodges the cocoon over the wall. Olin, cease and dismiss is going to be following through, and the teleport's coming in from Pal, but Olin a little too deep. The Amumu ultimate lands onto nobody, and there goes the call of the Forge God, and Pal trying to get away. Death Center's over the wall. Sandcap lands it. The blade, a knock from the searing charge from Poro, and it will be nearly the death of envy and regret. Vero comes in from, and in his popping up, but Osdell, coin flip, going in. He was thinking about getting the ultimate down, but there's only one target in range. You want to get it onto multiple, and he's also low on the HP, but Pal goes in with the counter strike. Here comes the Vanish Toss, but it is missing though, so coin flip's gonna need some reassurance here. He's gonna get the flash along with the Fate's Call right between two, and Domino Esports not even off on a clean sweep. Tip my hat off to Nightmare, but Domino is gonna end this series in the best of 3, 2-1 in favor for them.
With me here, you'll never be lonely. It's oh so clear, I've always been falling through a life that's upside down. Somehow you turn me around. So stay another night, 'cause we have decided. Keep you close and savor the